All right, we should be live. Hello, welcome back to Mischief Finance. This is our weekly crypto alpha stream. I see we do have Wise Degen as well today. Let's see if he's ready. Hello, Wise Degen.
What's up? Chilling.
Nice, man. How's life?
Doing great, man. A lot of AI stuff, a lot of certification.
Sounds like you.
Sui Miami, Sui Live Miami was a pretty good event. Stable coins are now gasless on Sui Network.
Yeah, I saw that. It's quite interesting. Cool. Well, a bunch of stuff to cover today. I want to focus on, there's a DEX on Binance Smart Chain called Topaz, which is launched. So I want to talk about that today because they just dropped some pretty fun tools, which I'm going to show everyone how to use really easily, right? If you ever want to like know what does it mean when like a DEX drops an AI agent and like how you could actually use that really simply, I'll show you, and then you can basically start building anything you want with it. And we've got a bunch of SuiTrump stuff to talk about as well. And I'm sure there's loads of other stuff across the crypto world, which we can go into as well. I want to start with what I've been doing with the SuiTrump app, because I've been doing it this week. And it's where it's a opportunity, I guess, small opportunity for a little bit of yield before we push this to Sui DEX. So what I've done is, let me share this. That's a bit weird. There we go. No, this one. Okay, what we have here is the V3, which I've opened up at SuiTrump.com. So you can now find the V3 section in SuiTrump.com. And what I did was, because we got the audits back for our V3 that I made, and everything came back fine, so I'm very happy to launch it. And I wanted to figure out one last thing, which was, say some people supply liquidity. So, you know, here I've got some liquidity here. I've put some SuiTrump in here, and I'm earning fees. You can see there's $1.44 fees. That's in Sui and SuiTrump normal V3 concentrate liquidity earning. What I wanted to do also is to add incentive for the V3 pools that we're going to make on Sui DEX with extra rewards. This will be victory coin. So right now, if you come to SuiTrump.com, DAP, there is incentivized pool for Sui and SuiTrump as the first, I guess it's a test. It's a 3-day test on mainnet. Everything's real. So if you come to pool section, you can see at the moment the APR on SuiTrump is 146% because it's paying you trading fees and it's paying you victory. There's 50,000 victory tokens a day for the next 3 days being paid into this pool. After 3 days, I think I'll be finished with the migration from the V3 contract into Sui DEX as well. So then we'll have V2 farms, exactly the same as before, for the next 2.5 years. And now we will also have V3 with incentivized rewards on top of that as well. Pretty fun though. Like yesterday, I was the only one testing this, and I have in my position. I have like $2,000 of SuiTrump. Then I just put in the Telegram saying, hey guys, there's a pool we're testing, so throw in some rewards, throw in some liquidity if you want, and get the victory coins. Now we're up to $8.7 thousand of liquidity on the V3, which is fun.
So this is like how Cetus was back in the day when you were adding liquidity and we were doing the airdrops. It's exactly the same kind of pool.
Yeah, but it's all on chain. So you just like, I can show you here, like if I come to position and I just come here, I can claim. So I have $15 of victory. I can claim that victory and it will come into my wallet. And then I have $1.44 of fees, and the fees are trading fees. So I can also claim them. So it's like 1 day of farming and what's that? 16 bucks. There we go. And the victory continues to come in. It's quite fun.
You have to choose a range on this one as well?
Yeah, you choose a range. You can go full range if you want. The way that this works is the tighter range you go, the more APR you're going to get, not only for the trading fees, but also for the victory rewards. But if we look at like, in terms of SuiTrump's price action, so if we come to CoinGecko, I mean, it's a pretty good coin, to be honest, for concentrated farming. In the last, 3 months, we've been pretty stable, to be honest.
The liquidity to market cap ratio is more than all the the highest coins on the,
Yeah.
in the same
So if
category.
you go over the last 3 months, SuiTrump is up 46%. If we go in the last month, I guess in the last year, 20%. So if you sit in about a 20% range, like here from April 22nd till May 9th, we were sitting in probably about 10% range. So generally with SuiTrump, I sit about 15% range with the concentrate liquidity in it. It does me very well. I also opened up a Sui USDC one, which is just testing. It doesn't have any victory rewards, but both of these will be available on Sui DEX in a couple of days as well, and it will be exactly the same liquidity. So you don't need to like pull your liquidity out of SuiTrump.com to put it back into Sui DEX. You would just go to Sui DEX and you'll be like, oh, my liquidity's there too, right? Because it's the same contract, same audited contract. I'm just basically hosting it on SuiTrump DApp so that I can figure out exactly if the victory rewards are working as planned. The good thing about it is, so for the SuiTrump pool, I put in the SuiTrump, and I put victory rewards, 50,000 tokens a day. But that's not the only thing we can do. We can do multiple rewards. I could put Sui and victory. I could put SuiTrump rewards. I can put anything as the reward coin, the incentive reward as well. We can change it to any coin for any pair. So expect to see different V3 pools being opened on Sui DEX with different incentives to them as well. So then you're going to get trading fees and you're going to get victory or other coin rewards as well. The trading fees, so I'll explain how this works. So at the moment, Sui DEX isn't linked up to the V3, only SuiTrump.com. So the only trading volume that you're going to be seeing at the moment on the V3 for SuiTrump is from our in-house swapper. So at the moment, for example, if I come here, I put 8 Sui to buy some SuiTrump. What we're going to see is once I've just changed my VPN provider and it's extremely slow. Great. So you're seeing here, I'm going Sui DEX 34%, Cetus 65%. So at the moment, buying SuiTrump with Sui, you're getting a better price on Sui DEX V2 and Cetus. But if we flip it and we go to selling, you can see the V3 is giving you 100%. So if the V3 is used in a swap, you then get trading fees in the V3. If the V2 Sui DEX is used in a swap, then you get trading fees on the V2 if you're in liquidity there, but it's compounded into your pair there. Or if Cetus is used, then and you supply liquidity on Cetus, then you get liquidity rewards there. That's how it all works. So expect to see even better liquidity performance basically for SuiTrump coming up in the future, because now we're going to have a new pool, which is all good. Question for Brett Prince. I noticed I dropped in leaderboard as SuiTrump in V3 pool doesn't count SuiTrump in the V3 pool. It should do, but you might need to wait for the indexer to run. You can see here I've got 35 million SuiTrump in the V3 right here. I'll check on it though. Usually it does a loop through of all your positions once a day. So I'll check and see if it's hanging or anything, but it should be all good. The Crypto Arborist is here. Let's see if he's wanting to come live. Crypto Arborist, you want to come live? So that's what you'll see. I'm just now at the moment testing the V3 on Sui DEX's swapper as well. So then we'll add it in there and then we'll move the entire farm over. For launch, I'm planning 5 or 6 pools with incentives. So I was looking basically at how it's done on Cetus. They don't give incentive to every single pool. They only give incentive to chosen pools. So the ones I want to do is, of course, Sui USDC, because we need to get more liquidity in Sui USDC. And we're going to put a nice low fee on it. I think 0.2% is a pretty nice fee so that we have an edge when competing with other DEXs with larger liquidity. We're going to have a SuiTrump because it's right here. We will have 2 victory pools, victory Sui, victory USDC. I want to make a tree pool because Crypto Arborist and Tree have been supporting Sui DEX a lot. And I'm going to make a Bitcoin USDC pool as well. All 6 will be incentivized. So watch out for that. Hopefully happening sometime in the weekend, probably Sunday. Quite busy day tomorrow. So I'm just going to send an invite to the Arborist.
So how do you feel about the cycle in Bitcoin? Do you feel we're going to be in the weeds for a while longer or what?
Oh yeah, we still got to dump, man. We're just doing exactly kind of what I think. It's got to dump down
You still think
eventually.
60 cents?
Yeah, 60, 50, 60 cent offer Sui. Yeah, I think so. I think we get 60 cent Sui. That's why most of my SuiTrump liquidity is still tied up with USDC, because I think still there's going to be a big crash, huge crash. But there's nothing you can do about that. So it's okay. Don't worry about it.
So you don't follow the thing about that bill that they're talking about all the time, the one they covered on Coin Bureau.
Yeah, sure, but bear market is bear market. You can't break the cycle. They can put across any bills they want. They still won't break the cycle, is what I think.
Yeah, because it's like the banks are trying to keep the liquidity. They're trying to keep them from being able to use stable coins as an investment.
Yeah.
Richie's a fudder.
I'm a fudder. You're a moon boy, Brett. You're a massive moon boy. We know this.
He's a lucky
But-
charm. He has a crystal ball.
Yeah, he has a crystal ball. But to be honest, I've been completely right so far. I said 80 would be the top. We got to like 81, 82. Now, yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before we kind of grind a little bit and then fall over into the next, but it will be the final dump. So it's good. I'm really excited to see this final dump because the max pain is already over. Anyone who's left in the crypto space already is already weathered through the worst part. And now it's just about like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people might be quite excited to see like a big dump in the crypto place, because then they now know like it's just following a cycle. It's going to come back, and then we get to buy from the bottom, which is
There's a
awesome.
lot of buzz in the Sui community because a lot of stuff happened with the stable coins are now gasless for all USDC. It's not just USD Sui, and then also it's going to be privacy by default with the view key.
I mean, these are all great. Yeah, but then I was looking at, okay, I wanted to use it in something I'm building for SuiTrump, but it's not very cheap. I was looking at like, if I want to have like 1,000 users, I'm going to have to pay like $400 a month to sponsor people's transactions with Inoki or private, because they do sponsored free transactions. They also do privacy.
Right.
So
it's like
someone's got to pay the fee, right?
Wallet to wallet is free, but like liquidity pool stuff, that's still a fee there. So
yeah, well, it wasn't cheap anyway. The one I looked, so I decided not to do
liquidity
it yet.
from gold and stocks will flow into BTC. Yes. All right.
Possibly.
I like the prediction.
Eventually, yeah, in like October or November. That's when that'll happen. So that's the V3. So you can come and use it. It is very easy. If you want to use it, you come to pools. At the moment we have 2 pools. You can add a pool. If you want to make a pool, you can make a pool, by the way. It's completely open. You can come here, create a pool, put in the contract address, choose your fee, and then you have to set your initial price. So for example, if you went for victory with Sui and you put the tier, you'd have to swap that. So then Sui and victory, then it will be green. You choose the tier, and then you choose the price, how much one Sui is, how much victory, and you could just open your own pool. But it doesn't mean that they will be incentivized, but it will mean that you can play around with it. So it's completely open source. It's usable. You can, if you want to play, you can play. If you want to make a SuiTrump decision, you come here to add. Then you just have this very simple bar thing here for adding liquidity. So my recommendation, like I said, is for SuiTrump to go between 10 to 20. I think is pretty good because it is a meme coin. We have been known to pump and dump more than 10% in one day, as meme coins do. So if you say you want to go 15, you can see here your leverage will get better as you go tighter. So now with a tighter range, my leverage has gone up to 20. So if I went to like 15 each way, then you could come like this, 15 and 15, right? That's going to fix your price. And that then you just put in the Sui. You go 1 Sui here, and it will match the SuiTrump to the range that you've put. And then you just go add liquidity. And that will make your liquidity for that. I need to put the victory APR here as well. Yeah, that's basically how it works. If you want to change the price of SuiTrump, click on SuiTrump, and the same thing. It will then show you, you can change that. So that's that. The other thing I want to talk about before we move on to talk about other things is the Trumpagotchi. So I've been making some pretty fun things for that. So let me show you what's going on. Okay, so I'm almost done with this. I'm still haven't done the UI. I'm still making all the NFTs and stuff. So what I've done is I was looking at the old, this is here, right? This is what it looked like before. Nothing's polished. It will look fantastic. But so before we just had like the Trumpagotchi in the black box, and he's kind of, you can change his clothes and you can do as you wish. You can unequip his vacation mode, and then say you want to change it into, let's go, which one you want to see, Wise DGen? You want to see blue collar or cowboy or phone or hot pink? Which one you like? Let's go hot pink. Okay.
Hot pink, yes, hot pink.
Okay, we'll put him in hot pink. And then you can see he goes back to his base mode. His outfit then changes and he can change into hot pink. He's going to populate here with hot pink. There he goes. Dazzling. Wonderful. And then we can get him with, you can change his location. We can take him out of Mar-a-Lago and we can get him into the Oval Office Party. How about that? We'll put him in Oval Office Party. So these are all, the way it works is you have your base Trumpagotchi is soulbound to your wallet. You can only have one per wallet, but all of your outfits and your backgrounds can be swappable and tradable. But I was looking at this and I was thinking, well, he looks all good. Everything's fine, but I don't think he looks good enough. So I decided to get another frame on top. So this is actually going to be, it's made with CSS and HTML. So it is an NFT that you can trade. The TV set, you can find them here down in the shop. We have Sui Blue, Lime Green, Ferrari Red, and the base one. But what you can also do is it's linked into the engagement layer that I built for this. So if you click here on Quest and come here and go to Quest, it will bring you to a pop-up. But at the moment, this is all just organized in a scatterboard, essentially. This is my brain on a UI, essentially. And each day you have quests. So at the moment it says build a 3-day rally streak. Quests unlocks the moment that you hit it, right? So these quests, there'll be one quest a day. The quests are either community-based quests, as in everyone has to get to a certain retweet level on a tweet or comment on a tweet, or to do with your daily rally. So you can see with my daily rally, I have a streak history of 2. So later on today will be my 3rd day of streak history. Once I hit that rally button on the TV, rally, boom, then I will be able to get today's quest, complete it, and there will be a golf outfit, which I'll be able to win. So then you can get the NFT golf outfit, and you can then trade that if you want on the market, or you can put it on your Trumpagotchi. You can do what you want with it. So that's the quest part. Daily rallies here, where you just come in. It's like a check-in system, basically, and you hit rally, and then you will get XP points from your rally, which builds your streak. You can see your streak by clicking here. This will all be built into the TV, though.
You're not really doing a launch date because they're soulbound. You could just get one anytime.
We'll have a launch date when the minting of them happens, because at the moment this is all on testnet. Nothing's on mainnet for the Trumpagotchi at the moment. Okay. In terms of other things the TV can do, you have tuning. So this is only for fun. So each TV has different tuning stuff that you can play around with. We'll add more buttons and silly stuff that maybe we can show advertisements maybe sometimes on your TV, these kind of things. Because it's all built with CSS, I can put anything. They're always changeable, always upgradable. You own the NFT of it, but I represent your NFT on the Trumpagotchi site with the TV. Then we have the eagle button. So each TV has an eagle button. If you click on the eagle button, it will bring you to eagle mode. So eagle mode is AI agent, which I've coded up. It's a very simple agent for now. All it's doing is it's looking at the single stake, and the single stake is a new single stake contract, which we talked about last week for SuiTrump, which is coming out the same time Trumpagotchi comes out, right? So you'll be able to single stake your SuiTrump for SuiTrump and Victory and other coins with no fee, and you get back your full principal at the end, right? It's a very fair contract. Eagle mode allows you to decide what you want to do with your single stake. So you can decide, I like compounding, I don't like compounding, I need to get up to $2 or $5 of profit before my compound hits, and I like my compound to go into 30-day, 90-day, or 180 days, right? And at the moment, because of safety, I don't want the AI, of course, to have the keys to your wallet and execute the transactions for you. So you can see what ego mode is going to be made into is it's going to organize all of your transactions from your choice, right? So at the moment, it's only single stake, but imagine seeing this in SuiDex Farm, in the V3, in anywhere that SuiTrump is used, you can plan how you like to earn. So I like to compound at this amount of profit. I like to compound my fees into this position. I don't want to compound. I want to claim all. I want to claim and sell, right? And what ego mode will do is it will set everything up, wait for your profit line, say $5 or $10 to be hit, and then all you need to do is come to your Trumpagotchi and hit approve, and then it's already lined up all transactions for you, and it will just batter through them all and do it all for you. So it's a way of like planning your farming without having to give up your keys. You're executing the transactions, but the agent is lining up every single SuiTrump possible action that it can do in your preference. Essentially, it's going to be the first iteration of ego mode. You can turn it off, you can turn it on, anything you like, and that's that one. And we have crafting. So crafting is when you can take two different backgrounds or outfits and burn some SuiTrump, and also use eagle coins, which will be a coin, not a real coin. It's see like a token that you win from questing, that's inside the Trumpagotchi ecosystem. You can't trade it. And the eagle coin, and then you can burn different outfits and create new ones as well. So we're coming along quite nicely with the build for Trumpagotchi. So just, I think, another week and I will be done. I just keep adding more to it.
I'm planning on adding one of those Telegram bots where the people can just put their picture or anything and they get an automatic meme, like a Trump meme in the Telegram bot.
We could add that if you like that. Let's make them blue collar.
And I'm working on those arcade games to get them on Telegram as well.
Yeah, I mean, we could also get them in here like this. We have like a TV unit now, like it could be gaming. Like we can add endless amounts of buttons to the TV set. So it'd be go game, and then it could open up a gaming section. Then you can play around, get XP points, win outfits, win TV sets, win different elements for your Trumpagotchi, win SuiTrump coin. All these things, everything's possible. So this is the whole idea is it's like going to be a massive layer for identifying your SuiTrump identity, your holder identity, but also your engagement identity. And it will also be financially profitable because it's going to help you with your farming and give you.
Richie, you know what the community needs right now? What everybody's asking for is a place to launch new coins. Because I don't know if you saw my message earlier. You know, Moonbags is kind of deserted, and then also that other one that's actually in the Slush Wallet app isn't even there anymore. So, you know, I think if we had some sort of way to have people launch coin, even if it wasn't on a bonding curve.
Yeah, maybe. But that's a bull market thing, you know, like launching, like at the moment, coins aren't really being launched so much on Sui. But we could open up a launch pad if people like that. But I just want to focus on giving the coin that people have bought more value. It's my 100% mission. So Brett's saying, check out Navi. They have the Silver Carnival. So yeah, silver is now on Sui as well. So you can buy gold and silver now on Sui. So on Navi, which is lending protocol, I use this actually. A new way to use your rewards just opened. So they do have silver. Let's find silver. The problem I find with Navi though is like you'll see it will launch, and then when you go in, suddenly the APR is way down from when you initially put it in. So what are they doing with Silver Carnival? Deposit, borrow, and trade XAGM, which is silver, to climb the leaderboard. And what happens? What do you win? We'll be eligible for $5,000. Oh, okay, not bad. So 30 people will be eligible for rewards from a $5,000 prize pool. And all you need to do is get silver and then deposit and borrow it. Okay.
Have you tried contacting Slush Wallet? Because I think they might have eased up on their regulations.
They're so slow, man. Like I'll once I get the Trumpagotchi and V3 live, I'll reach out to them again. Let's see what they're doing.
Because they have Blast Blast dot fun or whatever, they're not even having any coins on their site anymore. They're still in the wallet. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, here we go. Matrix
just have a
market.
valid
Okay.
DEX.
So XAG, USDC. Hey, I've got USDC. Okay. What's so you get points for USDC as well? Is that what Brett's saying? And XAUM. Really nice. Okay. So now you can supply your gold. Do I have any gold? Yeah, I've got $1 of gold. There we go. Supply it in, and then you get points. Supply, borrow, get it. Nice. So if you want to take part in that, in terms of silver, I think silver's still sitting around about $70 to $80. It's very much, it went to 125 earlier this year, and it's sitting nice and I wouldn't say stable, but it's could have another run. Gold doing very well as always. $4,500, a little bit down from the 5,000 top. Yeah, silver up to $80 now, actually. Interesting. Brett also, oh, Crypto Arborist, he needs a tree-themed coat and pants. Yes, he does. Abe Cotto, if inactive, have SuiTrump falling asleep in the Oval Office. The way it works is if, well, the Oval Office you can only get if you are POTUS, by the way. That's a POTUS tier, because at the moment, even though it's on testnet, it's pulling my SuiTrump balance from mainnet. So if I go to like another wallet that has less SuiTrump, that's not POTUS. So we go to like, where's test? Trumpagotchi, this one. If I go to this one, he's not gonna be able to even buy the POTUS outfit. Yeah. So here are all the backgrounds. Yeah, Oval Office is legendary, and you need tier 13 to buy this one, which is POTUS. So there's Oval Office Gold, this one. Some of them are given to you immediately when you hit new tiers, but a lot of these I can't buy because this testing one is only, he's got a base TV, and he is only tier 4. He's only tremendous tier. So there's only so many things that he can equip, which is why it's an identity engine for your SuiTrump. The more SuiTrump you hold, then the more, the higher tier you can get, the more things you can use your SuiTrump, Trumpagotchi with. If he goes inactive, so we have 3 states. We have rallying, we have going quiet, and we have asleep. So going quiet is if you haven't rallied for 24 hours. If after 24 hours, your TV screen will start to kind of look a little bit like this, right? He's going to sleep. And if you don't rally for 3 days, the TV turns completely off and you can't even see your Trumpagotchi anymore. He's just gone. So then you have to rally to see him again. Is so far. But I could make more animations of him moving around. Brett says,
a lot of people ask if you could do maybe like, you know, a JD Vance one or his wife, or
I'd like to get more into like non-political things would be I think the nice road. Doing a rally should be giving fast food to energize the Sui president, improving his mood for the daily rally. If he gets to 3 days without being rallied, you have to buy a Big Mac meal to feed your Trumpagotchi, which costs you 1,000 SuiTrump, which gets burned. So there is a feeding element, but that's only after 3 days of non-rallying. Then you need to feed him. We could improve this and make it even more. Anything is possible. Slush is so dang slow to respond. Okay, asleep in any room. You want him sleeping. You really want him sleeping, huh? I like to watch people sleeping. Okay, so that's all the Trump stuff. So for today, you can get into the SuiTrump app, SuiTrump.com and /DAP, DAPP. You can come to the V3 and earn some rewards for the next 3 days. And then we're going to port it over to SuiDex and Trumpagotchi coming soon. Single stake coming soon. Other things on Sui? Anything else you want to mention on Sui, Furley, before we move over to Topaz?
Not just yet. I'm still pulling it up right now so we can go over Topaz. Okay, I got something cool to show you though.
Nice. So Topaz, I want to talk about Topaz because it's just launched. So this is the new protocol from Aaron. So this is the Aaron ecosystem and the Aaron system. And In my opinion, anyone who's in DeFi needs to have a portion of your portfolio which is used for the iron system, because there's so many great things that he builds, and generally they're quite profitable. We can look at, the last one. I had a couple of messages from people about depth yesterday saying, oh no, what about the depth price? Because depth has come down. It was 60 cents that you could use it to sacrifice into Topaz with, and now it's 9 cents, right? So it's come down away quite a lot in its dollar value. My game, I think a lot of people were doing, here I have $23, so still paying. My game was to use the depth to then go into Topaz to get myself a big bag of VE Topaz. So I sacrificed a lot of that. I sacrificed my USDC. I sacrificed all of my G Blue to get into Topaz, because I really think what he's doing here is going to be quite special. So this is launched now. So Topaz is an agentic VE3 DEX. Yes, quite a mouthful. In terms of, you want to see the proof in the pudding. So here I have some positions in the last 24 hours since it's been live. I think from these positions alone, I've made about $100 to $200 of fees, about $150, I think, dollars of fees. Here we have $43 here to collect for Bitcoin liquidity, 249% APR on Bitcoin, ETH BNB 222%, Book 1,200% APR, because it's day one, right? The APRs are going to be very high and nice. It's V2 and V3 liquidity. And here you can see my Topaz is out of range. Oh no. So I need to do a little bit of farming here to fix this, because it is ranged liquidity, right? So I've gone out of range with my Topaz liquidity, meaning everything's now been moved into Topaz, because the Topaz price compared to BNB has come down. I was expecting this because it is launch day. The emission on Topaz has just started, so you can probably expect to see some downward price movement. I think in the next week we're going to see Topaz hit all-time highs easily, because of the work that is being put into this. It's already on DEX Screener. It's already on VFAT tools. It's already being applied into CoinGecko. It's already set up with AI agents, which you can use to build the farm.
Yeah, Aaron is a machine, man. He's always building, always cranking out.
He really is. He really is. So in terms of for V3 farming, it can be quite complex, right? It's a lot of buttons to click. It's a lot of things to do. And what he's built now, which he's offered, is, we're going to go through this really soon. I just want to kind of load it up. So it's, what is an agentic VE33? Means that you can use an agent to help you with your farming, to make better decisions, right? Is essentially what they have here. So I need to make a new BNB Topaz, right? So first things first, I mean, because at the moment, what do I have to do? I need to claim out all of these tokens, which I don't think there's a claim all, which a claim all will be really good, actually. So if I come to dashboard, I think I need to go through each individual pool and take my money, which is fine, I guess. But
I'm still invested in the last one that you sent me. I think it was G Blue.
Oh, G Blue, yeah. G Blue is in Topaz now. So it was on Abstract, and now it's also on Abstract, but now the focus is to get G Blue on BNB chain once again. Got to keep up with the Iron system. If you miss a week, you're lost.
It's a lot to keep up with, but it's profitable for sure.
Oh, G Blue, yeah. Definitely. I'd always keep my farm with G Blue. That's it, So here I have USDT with USDC. This is basic stable. This is V2 liquidity, $1,700, and I have $9 today. So for $1,700 in 10 hours, I've made $9, $10, right, from stable coins, because this is paying out crazy nice APR. Definitely don't sleep on this, right? G Blue, I have a small position, $130, because I have to buy all my G Blue again, actually. So I can come here, because what I'm doing now is I'm making depth. So I'm turning my depth into G Blue. we're everywhere. We're fingers in all the pie. So here I can get another 2 G Blue. See? So now I'm building up my bag again, because I sacrificed it all.
If this is using an AI agent, I'm definitely down to try it out, because that's all I've been learning about lately.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that very soon, because I haven't set it up yet. We're going to set it up live. I'm going to show you how easy it is. This should be closed. I did close this. Oh no, did I close it? So this is what I mean. Like, I didn't unstake. Okay, need to unstake. So this is how you like going through farming and stuff can be quite, time consuming. So what they have, let's get to it actually, right? So BNB's Agentic VE33 DEX, real liquidity, real yield, direct emissions, custom fees, dynamic fee tiers, compound value for every locked token, and every workflow in a first-class agent skill, right? So that does sound like a big mouthful of words, right? But if I wanted to explain it really easily for how you can use this, right? For AI agents, click that, right? So what you're going to need here is some kind of terminal. So here we have a terminal, right? And what I'm going to do is I made a folder on my desktop called Topaz AI, I think. So we will go into that Topaz AI, right? So so now I'm in the Topaz AI folder on my desktop, and we're just going to turn on Claude because I'm going to show you the easiest way to get this going. Type Claude into your terminal if you have Claude, you should. And there we are, we're in Claude Code, right? So what I want to do now is I want to try and see if I can install Topaz for AI agents into my Claude Code, and then it's going to basically pull everything that's available through Topaz into my machine. I'm going to be a genius in Topaz within 10 seconds, right? So there's a couple ways you could do this. If you want to be really lazy, copy the website address, paste it into Claude Code, right? And say, hi, Claude, pull this into your knowledge base, right? If you really want to do it the most expensive way, so this will mean that it's going to have to figure out exactly what you mean. It's going to go to the website. It's going to pull everything that it can pull from it, right? And then it's going to it's basically going to ask you a bunch of questions about, can I go in here? Can I pull this? Can I pull this? 15 minutes later, you're going to be a master. You're going to then be able to essentially continue to pull as much information as you want from the agentic side of Topaz. So then you have to think, okay, so then what can I do with it, right? So they explain quite a lot here about what you can do. I think the best thing that you could do with an agent for Topaz is, say you're trying to figure out, I think for me, the best thing you can do with it is you're trying to figure out, right? Like then here, we were talking about, I need to make a pool with Topaz and I need to make a concentrate liquidity pool because my one just went out of range. And I'm like, oh,
Richie, if you send me that address, I can try the same exact thing on the codex.
At topazdex.com.
Thanks.
Yeah, links in the description. Okay, there we go. It says pulled and saved memory as reference, highlights Topaz agent skill with MID, VE33 on BNB smart chains, skill at Topaz DEX, skill MD, repo, capabilities, swap quotes, V2 volume stable, V3, CL, mix, transaction building, V2 LP, slipstream, VS3, MGMT, gauges, emissions, V Topaz building, bribes, rewards, debugging. Safe by default, install URL, worth flagging, Topaz is BNB chain, separate from SUIDEX, because it knows I build on SUIDEX. And then it says, what do you want to do with this, right? So then you can just start talking to Claude. Okay, I want you to install everything onto my folder. I want you to pull all the information. I want you then to look into two things. So I want to use this for two things, right? First, liquidity, right? I need to make new liquidity with BNB Topaz. I want the best possible concentrate liquidity for the highest fees, looking at token price, historical price, today's volume, volatility, fees which might come in, potential fees, all of these things. I want to ask it and say, okay, what's your opinion? Can you guide me to make the strongest liquidity concentrate, right? That's the first thing I really want. It's like a farm buddy, right? Someone who makes better decisions than you do because it has all the information on its fingertips 24/7, right? And then the other thing is definitely voting. So Topaz, we haven't talked about this in today's stream, but Topaz has a voting system which is core to VE33. And every week you have to come to the vote section and decide who you're going to vote for. And who you vote for will change the rewards that you get every week from your locked tokens. And it's a big decision to make. There are so many pairs. Look at them all. There's too many. There's so many people to vote for. But what the agent can do is you can say, okay, I need to vote. Tell me with this much VE Topaz, if I vote for these different pairs, what's the likelihood that I'm going to get more, or if I choose these people, who's your recommendation to vote for? Who has had the best volume this week, or this past 3 days, or yesterday, the last 5 hours? Who is getting more votes today? Who's getting more votes in the last hour? All of this information is now available for anyone who has 5 minutes to go into Claude and type in, the website address and say pull it all, right? So this is a big game changer for this. And this is day one of Topaz being agentic. Just think what's going to be available in a month, right? So this is what's going down. It's cool. Aaron's here. He is the developer of Topaz. Pushed some massive updates today. Noticed a couple small problems. Pushing an update to fix. A couple tokens labeled wrong. Saw an ETH fixing now. Always fixing. There's always something to fix. Yeah. With TVL and top pools and new partner announcements. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that. So that's how you use the AI agent. I'll do a whole video once, that's me just basically downloaded it now. Now I'm going to play around, and I mean, we can try it now if you want. If anyone, oh, here's Arborist. Hello, Mr. Arborist.
What's going on, buddy Ro?
I'm all good.
Hell,
Let's see.
I'm tremendous.
Good to hear. I'm just playing around with the agent. Let's what do we want to try and do? Let's see. Pull skill. Let's pull the skill.
Hell, I had a Topaz pull today. I did it too tight, man. I did like 8 up, 8 down. It went out of range, so I'm doing a 15 up, 15 down right now.
15 up, yeah. I think so. I'm just pulling the skill now. Web fetch internal model being weird. Yeah. Continue your work. Claude's just going to work on getting all the stuff downloaded and pulled. Let's check out Dex Screener. Let's do some price predictions on Topaz then. That's a good idea. So if you come to Dex Screener, go to BSC chain and you go to Topaz. Click there. It's already there. And we can now see some Topaz pools, which are running. I think they only have the V3, not the V2 pools at the moment, I think. So we'll come to Topaz. So yeah, Topaz launched and went up, and then it went down, as tokens do on launch. So I think we will see a very nice turnaround in the price of Topaz quite soon. What do you think, Arborist?
Oh, absolutely. It's people are buying and selling right now to get balanced out. Once the fees really start kicking in, I mean, it just the APRs are silly right now. I mean, it'd be, yeah. I mean, it just, I don't know, man. The Topaz I get, it goes right back into the LP to trade it. So I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't start to go back up. I mean, it's just there's too much goodness in this.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at my goodness. We look at, for example, G Blue. What's this? Is this the oldest one? 5 months, 19 days ago. G Blue. Is this G Blue and ETH? Need to find the daily.
Richie, the last time you and I talked about this, when it was all on abstract, the biggest thing is just people just got to have a chance to get their bearings. I mean, that's really the biggest thing.
Yeah, like you can see it here, right? So there's a launch, like this would be an example, right? So there's a launch, G Blue up, then down, and everyone's like, oh no, it's over. And then suddenly all-time highs goes back up, right? So this, I would be patient with your Topaz is my non-financial advice. So for Topaz, what you want to do now is if you're farming it, right? So let's come back to the Topaz DEX. If you're farming it, I would say you should keep your Topaz. I don't know even if it's smart right now. If this is this price here, if it goes up, say if it's gone down 20% today and it goes and you make it in range 15% today and it pumps 20% tomorrow, you're out of range again. And then you've lost all your Topaz to BNB. So at the moment, my play is probably to, but then the APR is so nice.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of those Chinese airport beers you always talk about. It's just so nice.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those Chinese puzzles, Chinese puzzles, right? Because the APR is really high. At the moment, you're getting 5,000% APR on BNB with Topaz. But then at the same time, the price is going to be really volatile. So it's really tricky to know what to do. So do you go in and take a really wide range? So for example, if you go and concentrate and you say, I'm going to go like a 15% range, you see here your APR is now 1,500%. If you decide, actually, I need to go even wider. Good, they've updated this. Cool. So as you go wider, your APR is going down. So this is now 20% range. If we go to like a 30% range or 40% range, your APR is down to 600 now, right? So the tighter you put your range, the higher your APR is going to be, your emission of Topaz coin.
Yeah.
And fees if you don't stake it. So you need to really decide what you want to do. You could gamble and say, I don't think it's going to go much lower, right? So if let's do a line. So if you think, okay, I think it's going to probably do this, and then it's going to do this, right? You're like, yeah, okay, that's what it's going to, if you decide that's what's going to happen, that means then it's not going to go much lower than the current price right now, right? Which means you could then set it so that, I think it's this way around, right? So you'd say, oh, it's only going to go like 5% lower. It's not going to go much lower, but it's going to go way higher. It's going to go 30% higher. So you could set like this instead. So once it starts to recover and come back up in price, then what will be happening is that you will be, of course, in liquidity, your Topaz will be sold into BNB, but you'll be staying in range and earning up to a very nice upper range, which is probably what I think I'll do if this is token going down. I always get confused by up and down.
I'll tell you, numbers wise, I was toying between I don't know, 7 to 10 down and maybe 25% up. Doing that right now, Richie, that's a 1,520% APR, which is really good. Let's see if I set it to 10 down.
I think this is the wrong way around, though. Am I the wrong way around? No, I'm not. I think this is the right way around. We'll find out because I'm going to make it. Okay, well, and we need, there we go. So I can put all my Topaz in there. And we only need $18 of BNB. So that means over time, the Topaz is going to swap into BNB if the token goes up. If the token goes down by 5% or 8%, then I would be out of range. We'll see. But I want to get that APR. Hounding for the APR.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it at just under 10% down and about 27% up. So that's about what I'm doing.
Brett Harpin says, why don't you ask the AI agent and take all the fun out of it? Okay, Brett, let's ask the AI agent and have some fun. Okay, so we've pulled everything. Skill pulled, full repo clone, skill MD, okay. So can I ask you questions about CLMM V3 farming with Topaz BNB then? Let's see if it's taking it all in, right? So essentially you could use it as a chatbot, because I think for the easiest way to do this, to explain it to you guys, you can just run it like a chatbot, right? Yes, I have the skill locally with everything needed for CLM farming on Topaz. Key things I already know: CL positions, you only earn Topaz emissions while in range. Staking requires NFT approve. Set approval for this. Yes, that's very true, actually. So it knows everything as well. If you have any question about how to use Topaz, you can also use the skills. What's a good range then? Let's see. Let's see if it can tell me the range. I need to stake this. Got some comments. We have Sonny Began. Hello, Sonny Began. Welcome to the stream. Take a second to like the stream right now and sub if you haven't. Person pink swaying hair. Yes. Thank you, Sonny Began. And we have, can you tell Claude to update the skill? Let's see if it works. Okay. Update the skill, please. I like to be polite to my AI. Do you know that Claude and like ChatGPT and everything remember how many times you swear at them?
Are you serious?
Yeah, they've got a note of that. So like, you know, when they take over and you've been swearing at them the whole time, like you're the one that's gonna be sorry. So be polite to your AI would be my my suggestion. You never know. Like, 10 years later, like, are you the guy that told me to go fuck myself? Sorry, pardon my French.
Yeah.
So I scraped the whole website also. What should I ask?
As if you've pulled the skill, right? So you need to make sure that it's pulled the full repo and cloned it to your desktop in a folder. So set up a folder, and then it should have the skill MD, the README references, examples, basically everything. So when I asked it, what's a good range? It says it depends on the pair. Let me check what the skill says specifically. It says no universal answer yet. Remember, it's day one. Depends on the pair's volatility and your rebalance tolerance framework from the skill standard CL theory. I told it I was, oh yeah, it's pulling the new skill. Okay. I am looking at Topaz BNB. And I'm a degen. Let's see. Yeah, Aaron, it added a bunch more stuff. USD1, Doge, BNB alias, rep BNB, token names and things. Rise got changed as well. Yeah, so I'm telling him I'm a degen and I want to go into the BNB Topaz pool. If I stake this, let's stake. Yep, and he's having a look. Cool. So this is the future of DeFi, I believe, and eventually this will be, I think in like 6 months, this will be finessed into something really easy to use for everybody who's using crypto. And it will be across all blockchains. It will involve all sorts of platforms that will just, it's like the printing press. Let's talk about that. So if you imagine back in the olden days, a lot of people couldn't read because there was not much availability to books because printing wasn't really around yet. It had to be, everything had to be screen printed, right? And not in a machine way. Until then, the invention of the printing press meant that books were available everywhere. What happened after books were available everywhere and easy to buy and cheap to buy? Then the amount of people who were literate and able to read exploded across the world in the developed world. Now, if you take what's happening right now with DeFi and the fact that now anyone can essentially understand every platform if they are agentic, then say 6 months from now, people won't need to scratch their head and get befuddled and worried about decentralized finance. They're going to be able to use agentic aids to make the best decisions for them that they should check definitely and be careful with what they're doing. But it means that the literacy for DeFi is about to explode, I think, in my opinion. And this could go across everything: website designing, building apps, and making music. All of this is going to be easier for anybody, essentially. But I'm more interested.
I'm gonna tell you, man, graphic design, the graphic design world, they're very nervous people these days.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Okay, we got a recommendation. Sniper Degen. If you want to be a sniper Degen, Skynet coming for those mean people first for sure. Definitely. If you want to be a sniper Degen, you go half width, 2 to 4%, tick spacing, max emission concentration, rebalance every 1 to 3 days, out of range equals 0 Topaz. Yeah. If you want to be an active Degen, 2 to 12. Why Topaz BNB is the Degen play. It's where the bribes, emissions, the stack hardest because Topaz holders vote their own pool to keep the flywheel. Okay. So I would like to spend more time with this to get really deep into, you know, if it can, because at the moment it's giving you an overall answer. For me, because I'm quite experienced in DeFi, I already know this. For someone else that's never used DeFi before, they would have no idea, right? Like, oh, okay, Sniper Degen, active. Okay, 8 to 12, 25 to lazy Degen, 25 to 40. Lazy Degen. I've never.
Richie, I asked the Codex 5.5. I said, what is the best?
What's the best yield or
and
what?
LP
Okay.
and suggest range right now?
And what did it say?
I'm sharing it. I'm not sure if you pulled up.
Oh, you want me to share?
Yeah.
Yep. go for it. Let me remove add. You can read a BNB Topaz. Yeah.
So yeah, I did a scrape of the whole thing. I just put in the address like you did up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, help me find the best opportunity and suggest a range from what's available. It says best balanced Topaz native player right now is WBNB Topaz V3 LP, not the highest raw APR pool. Suggested WBNB Topaz V3 range, practical average range.
One to look into too is I was looking at Trusty.
If you want less babysitting, it says here to here. I'm not sure.
So Brett Prince asks, could this be applicable for SuiTrump V3? Well, it'd be SuiDex V3. So once I've got it set up on SuiDex V3, then yeah, we can make this in an afternoon probably. I mean,
well, as far as the agentic behavior goes, like it's not like a website has to set it up for you. You can just have your agent go and inspect anything you want. It doesn't have to have a website like set up for it. You can have your AI agent do whatever you feel like it, because I do audits on websites all the time without even having any special permission.
Yeah. It's really good. Aaron says it's really good at telling outputs of swaps. Ah, that's really good. Okay, so if you want to try to get the best value for a high volume trade, then definitely. Yeah. Like basically, like this is how fast these things are now, and also how fast Aaron is. Like we were chatting about this 2 days ago, man. And I was like, hey Aaron, what do you think about agents? He's like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to look into that. And then 2 days later, he's like, I made an agent, Richie. That's great.
Well, there's agents and there's SDKs, there's CLIs, there's IDEs. Yeah. It is complicated.
But then the final goal is not for the developer has to find the complicated things and make them simple for the user. That is the goal, right? So like from Brett Prince's question, can this be applicable for SuiTrump V3s? For SuiDex V3s, right? Yes, 100%. That's what I was showing you with the Trumpagotchi, the Eagle mode. That will be an agent which simplifies everything into a dashboard for you. So you just decide, it tells you what you can do with your positions. You choose what to do. It can suggest what you can do, right? But the endpoint has to be really useful for basic users, medium users, advanced users, right? And different people like different things. So day one, the look of it is going to be, of course, going into terminal and having to essentially prompt it, but that is day one. Imagine what it's going to look like day 30, right? You can build anything out of it. There's a Telegram bot in the Topaz group now that you can ask questions to that has the same knowledge base that I just showed you as well. So you can use that one as well. There's many things that you can do.
Richie, there has been some interest in the real world tree community. I've been telling them what I've been working on, and there's a data set. Well, actually, it's a couple of data sets that I would like to experiment with. They would like to have an agent on the blockchain to analyze trees in various ways. And there's actually, I mean, it could be a real world application that we could work on.
The Sui network they have an SDK that you can use with an agent. You can use it with Claude Code or with Codex. You just point it towards the Sui network SDK. It dials right into Walrus scan, and you can scan the network like that. There is that connection already connected.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Nice.
If you want to build on Sui, then this is really simple. What is it? Sui Docs? Sui Docs. Sui.io. Go to Sui.io, and it will take you to there. And all you need to do is, man, my internet's so slow today. Man,
There is so much today.
I'm basically compiling like a super app for the entire Sui network. I'm gathering like all the data, kind of
So-
like how the Suipians did, where they have all the projects and all the information, and it's going to have a chatbot and a voice agent and all that stuff.
So on Sui.io, they have everything that Sui is doing. They have everything brand new. They have even yesterday they made gasless payment with stablecoins, right? It's already been added to Sui documentation. So as Sui bring out new things, they add it continuously. All you need to do is come to Ask Sui AI, and you can talk to it in here like a chatbot. But the power way to do it is if you want to build something that's new on Sui. This is what I've used a lot for building Trumpagotchi, right? Come to use Sui MCP tool and then decide where you want to take it. I like Claude Code, so you just copy the CLI there, paste it into your terminal for Claude Code and say, please add this tool. And then it will say, okay, you need to first approve it. And then it will go, okay. And that's it added. Then you just tell it, use this as your co-buddy for anything Sui related when you're building. And then ask it, I need to make this. What's the best way to do it? It says, well, Sui documentation says this, 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 and this. And they're like, okay, well, you work with Sui documentation and get me the most modern way that Sui expects me to build this. Then build it, check it, test it, audit it, launch it.
Right there on the screen that says the
now.
Sui CLI and the Sui API. You can get the Sui CLI because
yeah, this is what you're running on the MCP.
It is a bit different for people that have Windows computers. If you're on Macintosh, it's kind of a different.
I've never been to Windows. Yeah, this is what they can do. And then all you need is a small budget for tokens, development tokens, websites, RPCs, all these kind of things. And you're off.
But as far as like if you wanted to get the market cap of like the top 10 whatever meme coins or any type of data, you just ask your agent to do that when it's connected to the CLI, and it can get you any information about the network. It's fully connected because the Sui network is building themselves as the next agentic substrate for agents to operate on. That's what Walrus protocol is for agents to store and retrieve information. That's why I'm not using GitHub. I'm storing my agent secrets on the Memwall, the Walrus storage protocol, instead of GitHub. Even Swarm Network has a agent secrets vault as well.
Arborist, who did you vote for?
I did. I split it 3 ways. Topaz, WBNB. I did G Blue because I already had some G Blue, and then what else did I vote on? I voted on let me find it. So then I think I voted on the ETH BNB pool.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the third one.
Do you hold Trusty? I've been looking into this coin.
No, tell me about it. I heard you talking about it.
So I'm trying to choose one coin that's not an Aaron ecosystem. I need to find a good word for this. Because, we can do our G Blue, we can do our Book, we can do our Topaz, we can do our Bud, all on Topaz, right? But I want to find one which is not, because choice can be the worst thing, right? If you have too many coins, because on Topaz at the moment you have what? Nyan, Earn, Trusty, ClipX, Rise. But Nyan didn't bribe, right? So they didn't bribe. So you really need to take it down to, because a bunch of other guys that didn't bribe in the end. I think BB, I'm not sure they bribed. Broccoli didn't bribe. Captain BNB, I think they bribed a little bit. So some of these did, some of them didn't. So then you need to kind of think, okay, that's quite easy then. I'm just going to buy the ones that bribe, because that means that they have strong communities, right? And they have a strong developer who is going to try and push the APR higher. They have a vision. So I thought it's either between Rise, Trusty, or ClipX at the moment, the 3 that I'm thinking about. So, but then the
Trusty, Richie, I think was the one that had a really good cause behind it. Yeah, Trusty _ BNB on X.
Yeah, and this is the Topaz effect for Trusty, right? So they bribed quite good. I think they put like $500 or $800 of a bribe in. I mean, this is a 200,000 market cap coin, right? So actually that's a lot of tokens for a market cap coin around this point. But you can see the effect it's had. Their pool is paying out really nice rewards because they bribed a lot, right? So a lot of people voted for them. Where's the Trusty? Yeah, here, 3,000%. So with $14,000 of TVL, which is good for the first day of bringing in TVL, they managed to get in $14,000 of liquidity and $7,000 of volume as well, which is good for a day. And they've hit to 3,700. So their chart's pumping. They're looking good. They're about to break into all-time high territory too.
So Richie, I got late in on the news. So in a couple of days, you're going to migrate the V3 over into Sui DEX.
Yep. That's right. So it's oh, that was a question from Brett. Sorry. Brett says, I would like to know in the future at the current time what the best play would be for most APR. Should I farm V2, go into V3, or stake by asking the agent based on how much SuiTrump Sui I have? Yep, that would be a very good idea. I know that will be available. But I could just tell you as well that what's going to happen is next week we're going to have the V3, so we're going to have, of course, SuiTrump LP positions with more victory rewards available, which will then add more liquidity to SuiTrump and more buy pressure, so price may or may not go up. But then we're going to have the launch of the single stake, which is only available if you own a Trumpagotchi, and when you buy Trumpagotchi, it's gonna burn SuiTrump, but not much. I'm not going full burn, but it's adding to the burn and it's adding to the single stake rewards. So there's a lot coming for it. You need to, I would say though, in the grand scheme, I still think that Bitcoin's going to dump hard. So at the moment, I'm still in SuiTrump USDC with quite a lot of my liquidity because I'm protecting it. Because I think the worst is not over yet, but I might be wrong there. I might be wrong.
You know, if I had hindsight, Richie, I would have made a true USDC pool in November or December of last year.
Yeah. But it's too late now.
Yeah. Yeah. Way too late.
Okay, so this is Trusty. But yeah, I like, for example, with the V3 as well, like we can anything made right now on this is going to be also ported over to Sui DEX. So and I was saying we'll launch with 6 pools. Arborist, we're going to have SuiTrump, Sui USDC, Victory USDC, Victory Sui, Tree Sui, and
nice.
Bitcoin and USDC are the 6 pools we're going to incentivize with victory rewards. So you can expect them to get pools. We're bringing Tree because Tree is always a good supporter of Sui DEX. They put in the work. So that's why we add them. You build with Sui DEX and Sui DEX builds with you, I guess.
Yes. Grow roots together.
Yeah, exactly. So we are not pulling from the V2 farms to do this. We have, before we launched Sui DEX, what happened was that we wanted to have like partners which were going to work with us to build, but then the bear market hit and apparently all the people who wanted to build kind of disappeared. So we have this untouched supply of victory which no one's touched. So I was talking to Michael about it and I was saying like, well, we're not going to spend it. He's like, no. It's like, it's just sitting there. We're not going to use it for anything. He's like, no, not really. Like, because he has the same opinion as I do with tokens. Like, it's a very honest policy about it. You know, you should try build on your token. You don't need to profit from your token. So then I was saying, well, we could use it to incentivize liquidity, right? Like that's what we should do with the tokens. So we're going to be taking from that supply, which was documented in the white paper initially, that we're going to have partners, but we only ended up having one partner. So they had this supply. We're like, well, let's use it. So we can use it to incentivize rewards into V3. So that's where the victory is coming from. The V2 farms, the victory that's going into those is set. It was set on launch, and we could not even take that victory out. It's in a vault, and it's just being paid out every single second for 3 years. So that will always remain doing exactly what it's doing.
That'll be really nice for the treasury wallet that I've got starting to build, Richie, to add some V3 to it. That'll be really good. That's really exciting.
Yeah. And yeah, that'll be fun. Trusty, back to Trusty. Trusty is the
back to
safety
Trusty
layer. The safety layer BNB chain doesn't have. Got to trust in Trusty. Trusty. Scan any meme coin, learn the meta, know before you ape. It's an AI-powered safety verdict on any contract. Cool. So that's how Trusty works. So you take any contract address and you scan it in. Okay, let's scan in Topaz. Let's see how it works. Topaz, copy. Okay, so you take the contract address, just go scan it in. Topaz. There we go. Trusty. So it tells you the price, buys and sells, volume, holders, token age, not showing that yet. Cool. I guess because it's pulling from different sources. Can view it. Yeah, that's nice. And then they have Trusty tips. So this Trusty might be a good one. The other one is Rise, which I haven't even looked into Rise. Do you know anything about Rise?
No, I'm searching them right now.
Trusty has a great, hardworking team. Most important thing to me. Damn right. Got to trust in the Trusty. And a really catchy name, to be honest. Rise.
Rich, you could go into your Claude Code and just ask, like,
oh yeah,
what about
Tell
this?
me about it.
You can just ask it like it's a chatbot. You know, like you said, you can just ask. There doesn't have to be a GitHub or anything. Just say what's.
I wonder
up
if
with
it
this?
has information on the actual token though, like the use case and the the utility.
Even if it doesn't have like a CLI like the Sui network has, it can still find out all the information it has from the website. It'll scrape all of it, calculate it, just point it in the direction you want it to go.
Cool. Let's see. Rise only has the metadata right now, so it can just tell me like the token address, the decimals. It cannot tell me the about it though. Okay, so this is the Topaz effect here. We can see the Rise also from launch, and now is starting to rise. Oh, I guess we'll be from here actually. Topaz effect up 7% for Rise. So Rise is paying out nicely, 2,952% with $10,000 of TVL, right? So this and $20,000 of volume. Oh, that's really good volume actually. And rise to the moon, join a community that believes in the power of collective strength. Together, we're building something extraordinary. So let's learn more. It's a community-driven coin. It looks like an egg, or is a moon. It's a little fluffy moon guy, I think. Rise community.
That is a fluffy full moon.
It's fluffy full moon. That's exactly what it is. Cool. So that's Rise, and find them here. So this could be known as a moonshot for sure. 82,000 market cap on BNB chain. You can go much higher on BNB chain for sure. So that's Rise, and then the other one was Earn, right? Earn. I like earning. Earn, I think, is on many different chains. Yeah, it's on BNB chain. It's on base chain. Wow, look at this Topaz chart. This one's doing very well. A deflationary reward token. No tax. No tax? Has tax. You can buy Earn. You buy Earn, and then you hold Earn, and then you get rewards. Okay. Nice. $1.6 million market cap. It's a big one. Okay. This might be the one. Yeah, I think so. Before I went for another one, but they didn't bribe. I think it was an AI coin.
So would you go full range on that, Richie?
I'm gonna go for Earn. think. I like because you can hold it and earn, apparently. Simple. Buy, hold, earn the deflationary rewards token.
No, if you stake it in Topaz, would you stake it full range?
It's a concentrated pool, so you wouldn't have to.
Right.
Let's experiment. Okay, let's do some experimentation.
That'd be one of those 20% up, 20% down with that small of a market cap.
Well, the earn one, but it says here it's $1.6 million market cap on earn.
Oh no, that was the other one that was my bad. That was, I think,
Yeah.
Rise.
Yeah, I think this one's higher.
And Richie, whenever you're done with
Trust you,
showing this, I did upload.
Nice.
I was able to actually clone Trump's voice, and I made an actual track about the coin using his voice. It's in the studio whenever you're done with this.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so it looks like there's no buy tax on the earn.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see. Buy it. And then once I buy it, apparently I get more tokens for holding it. Which is always good. So definitely anyone who's in Topaz, you should be looking at these coins which are bribing.
So it's a
and
rebase
considering
token?
Adding them. Consider adding them to your stack because it means that they're working for, they're swimming in the same stream, right? We're going the same direction. So then this earn, and then I need some BNB. Oh,
Yeah, let me go look at that too.
some BNB. And also now you can swap everything on Topaz. You don't need to worry about liquidity anymore. We don't need Pancake Swap anymore. We just need to go to Topaz. Got to get in the habit. Cool. So I got 2 coins. Now we'll come down to earn. I'm going to make a new deposit. Set my range. I think I'll go 8% range. And we'll send in the tokens. Next. We get them in. Squeeze them all in. Nice. Here we go. Yeah. It's that easy. Now you're in, you're earning, you're going to get Topaz. You need to stake this after you make your liquidity, though. Or if you don't stake it, you're going to get fees. If you do stake it, you're going to get Topaz.
What range did you go with?
Earn BNB. Earn BNB. It's going to come up. It's going to pop up soon. Soon. My internet's slow today. But look at this. Everything's in range. Other things as well, like here you have USDT, USDC. This is basic stable, which means it's V2, always V2. At the moment, it's paying 392% APR on a stable coin. And then I have USDT, USDC concentrated, and this is a really tight range, and that's paying 188% APR. So actually my V2 is earning higher APR than my V3, which is crazy. Don't expect this to last. I think usually you get really high APR on stable coins just in the first initial couple of days. The concentrated one is 0% fee. So I think this will continue to, I think it will do better than the V2 in the long run. But I decided to go into both. These are really good. And yeah, ETH BNB, 200% APR. USDT Bitcoin is 500% APR. Love it. Can't find my pool though. Where's my pool? Oh, there it is. Earn BNB. Okay, so it says unstaked. So now I need to come back and stake in. We have a question from Lynn. I came in late. That's okay. We recorded it. So you can always check back in. But you have a question. Could you explain the Rally and X Twitter connection, or having an X account for my wallet soulbound NFT used for something else? Okay, so the Rally function on Trumpagotchi is linked to 2 things. It's linked to your X account, and it's also linked to Galx, and it's linked to questing. So I guess 3 things. Let me find it. So what happens is every day, it's quite hard to explain this with the UI kind of all patched together like this, but we're going to have to we'll just work with it, right? So when you come to rally, you rally once every 24 hours, and this is just a check-in kind of thing where you get XP. So every time you rally, you're going to get XP points. You also have the option to connect your X account and join questing. Questing, which is down here, is a new quest every single day. So I've already loaded up like 30 quests. So on launch, we'll have 30 quests already ready. And the way they work is they either work inside the ecosystem, so rally 3 times in the last 5 days, and then you get XP from questing. They go to your X accounts, retweet this, like this tweet, message into this tweet, comment on this tweet, which will then check into your X account, or it will be larger tasks, which are community tasks, which we're going to be doing on Galks. So the different places to go every day. Optional, if you don't want to use Galks, then you just don't do that quest. If you don't want to link your Twitter, then you don't do that one. But sometimes you're going to get XP, sometimes you're going to get silver coins, and sometimes you're going to get backgrounds or outfits or TV shells for your Trumpagotchi as well. Or maybe SuiTrump sometimes. So different things all through the quest network is what's coming. That's what's coming up. Yeah. So what's next on the agenda?
You want to play the music video? It's in the studio. It's Trump's voice exactly.
Okay.
It's spoken word.
Okay.
Nobody knows the Sui network better than me. Nobody. We have the absolute best layout. The others, irrelevant, totally irrelevant. Sub-second finality, it's beautiful. It happens instantly. The agentic network of the future, we already won. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. We have the best tokens, the greatest supply, 10 billion burning fast, we scorch it bigly, watch it fly. The charts are going up, they're incredibly high. Look at Richie on the YouTube channel, Mischief Finance, it's true. He's coding the farm like nobody else can do. And Wise Decisions, the AI wizard operator, got that high-tech mind, object-centric model, the greatest architecture, believe me. Parallel execution running through the entire chain, tremendous throughput. The rest of them out there, they don't even matter, it's slow. Sub-second finality, the processing flow, the agentic network, watch the automation grow. SuiTrump, 40% burn, the biggest buybacks that you'll ever learn. The Sui DEX generates fees, we take them right out, we destroy the supply, that's what it's about. SuiTrump, no pre-sale, no tax, liquidity burned, we're never going back, 40% straight to the fire, tremendous, the floor price climbing higher and higher, believe me. Object-centric model, the throughput is insane, parallel execution, independent objects, no global chain, 40% going straight to the fire every single day. The floor price is climbing higher and higher, no delay. Sui DEX on the network, our own DEX, fees flow back, buybacks and burns. We make the supply contract, no pre-sale, no tax, liquidity torch from the start. This is how you build a real movement, not some fake art. The Sui network president cannot be beat. We run the yield farm, the tickets, the whole elite. It's just the best, everybody knows it. The others are slow, congested, fake news chains. We do sub-second finality while they're still waiting in line. Parallel execution, object-centric, the real deal. Richie and Mr. Furley building the future, 200 IQ team. We're making Sui great again, tremendous success. You're gonna get tired of winning, folks, I'm telling you. The agentic network, the automation, the burn, nobody does it better, nobody. Sub-second finality, it's beautiful, it's fast, the greatest blockchain tech, built to last. Sui DEX fee straight to buybacks, 40% gone, supply shrinking daily, the floor keeps moving on. No tax, no pre-sale, burn liquidity from day one. This is how legends are made, we already won. The SuiTrump presidency, the greatest of all time, object-centric, parallel, sub-second, the paradigm. SuiTrump, 40% burn, the biggest buybacks that you'll ever learn. Sui DEX generates fees, we take them right out, we destroy the supply, that's what it's about. SuiTrump, we won bigly, the others are irrelevant, believe me. It's just the best, everybody knows it. The greatest network, the greatest token, the greatest team. Richie Wise Decisions, the whole operation, tremendous. Sub-second finality, parallel execution, object-centric dream. We burn 40%, we buy back, we win. The Sui network president cannot be beat, believe me. We already won, it's huge.
Brah.
What's up?
What's the thing I used to do when I was like 16? Can't do it anymore. Can you do that?
Hey,
I can't do it either.
Richie, while the song was playing, man, I bought and burned $1 million SuiTrump.
Oh, nice. Burn that. Burn that SuiTrump. Burn it good. The song
Gotta
made you
set
burn
the gotta set the forest on fire too.
it? I'll burn some tree. Let me
Appreciate
let
you.
me burn some tree. Have you used VFAT tools?
So it's funny you say that. I was experimenting with it and trying to do a zap, and it's not agreeing with me. So I've been just doing the 2 token going in. It works on some, but it doesn't work on some of the others.
Let me find some tree.
It's so funny, man, with Slush. I've been checking with them for 3 weeks now, and they keep going back and forth. Yeah, we're gonna get back with you. We're gonna get back with you. So I'm not gonna let up.
Burned $1 million tree. It's gone.
Appreciate
Into
you.
the fire. Yeah, so VFAT, if you go to VFAT.io, you will find all of your Topaz LP that you might have made on VFAT if you've used it before, or if you just made it on Topaz, you'll find it here as well.
VEFAT?
VFAT.io. VFAT. So what I got a message saying that I can migrate 7 positions, to benefit from advanced farming features like one-click compounding, automation, and more. So I have some positions here. So I'm going to test it with the Topaz one, which is here. So it's the deposit I just made earlier of like $100. It tells you what your expected daily rewards are going to be. So you're seeing at the moment for today with my liquidity, I'm going to be making, what's that, like $50? Very nice.
So where did
That's
you
today.
see these messages?
If I say let's go straight to VFAT.io. We'll go from number 1. Okay. VFAT.io, and then discover yield opportunities. Click that. And then it will load up eventually, and it will show me Wise DGen, Brett Prince would like a rap battle, maybe between SuiTrump and other coins, tokens, memes, or world leaders. There's a task.
Of course, bro. Like, anything you want. I take, go to the SuiTrump Telegram, put in your request. I'll make anything you want. I got the tools. I got the credits. I'm down.
So
Put
here
the
it's
tree
already
hero in there.
It's populate. I've made sure that I'm on Binance Smart Chain at the top right. So you click that, you can change to different blockchains. So
Yeah.
make sure you're on BNB chain. Is what it's called. Then it will show these all here. So it says you can migrate positions. So you just see that see more. And then this is the one I want to migrate. So I'm going to go the BNB Topaz pool. And there's a little button here that says migrate. The other one is claim. So if I click here for migrate, it's going to withdraw the NFT from the farm. It's going to approve the NFT. And then it's going to deposit it into VFAT tools, where what I'm hoping I can do is I can compound into my position NFT, because on the Topaz side at the moment, I can't put more liquidity into the position when it's in a gauge. Okay, so now it's done it. It's now been moved.
Oh, so you're able to move them while it's unstaked.
It unstakes it, it moves it, and then it deposits it somewhere, which is interesting. So it should now pop up here. Maybe we need a refresh. And then it's like seeing, is it still earning the Topaz? Is it still in the gauge? Am I able to compound it is what I want to try to figure out.
Yeah, so I've got 3 that just popped up.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. She's loading. She's warming up. Yeah,
Richie, I did a quick, recon of the Rise token. If you want to put my screen in, I had the codex make like a display. I said, I'm in a live stream. I want to show people what they could do with the AI agent. And it gave like this report about Rise token.
Nice. What's it saying?
Oh, let me go.
Rise, first moon mascot, safety snapshot, trades. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it has honeypot, no buy, sell tax, no open source. You know, all that's green. The only flag is that transfer possible. So that's, you know, that's not a big deal. It has the Topaz pool, the liquidity, the volume. And, you know, all I did was I just told it to just find, I was like, I'm streaming right now. Can you research about Rise BCS.space? And it made all that in just the time we were talking. So, you know, that's, you can just ask it to do what you want. You don't have to have, there doesn't have to be a certain connection on any website. You can just have it do its own research and report.
It's handy. So yeah, agentic. So this is the position I made earlier, the one where I put it like less to the downside for Topaz price and more to the upside. So you can see that that's why the blue line here is on the left. So now what I can do is, if I want to, I can increase my pool size by adding in different tokens. So I just claimed some Topaz from rewards. So I have $50 of Topaz. So then I could say, oh, I want to take 2,000 more Topaz and I want to increase my deposit. And then it will calculate the root. It's going to go through Topaz DEX and it's going to add $50 to my, or $40 to my liquidity pair.
And you're
Just
earning
like that.
Topaz still, right?
Yeah, you're using Topaz DEX and going in, and it's going to be earning the Topaz token, and then I can decide what I want to do with the Topaz token as well. Yeah.
Rich, you know, if you're looking for stuff to look at, the potato land tile game has totally changed. It's way different. You can like fight, there's creatures all over the map you can interact with.
Oh yeah. You want to see my land? I'm at war right now. I'm a potato.
They're offering the top 10 YouTube videos or content creators if you make something like reward for a video.
Nice,
I might do one too myself. That's another thing you could use your agent for if you're not good with videos, like research it.
Richie, speaking of games, next week we will have our first Garden Battles tournament.
Nice. Let me know what time. What time have you got the time announced?
It's either gonna be on Wednesday or probably gonna be Wednesday of this coming week.
Cool.
I'll let you know at least 72, 96 hours in advance.
So these are my heroes. I'm there, man. I'm there. So here we have my hero. So different heroes here. He has a sword. My best hero, I think, is my rogue, Ollie Sanderson. He's currently dead, but he'll come back to life. He's got a dagger. He's got a satchel with sand. He's got a patched hood. He's got a leather vest, and he's got a quickness charm. Once he comes back to life, he's gonna take people down. He's incapacitated right now. So if we go to like a normal guy, let's try, yeah. So this is Trevor Whitby. So he's got some stuff. So what I can do is I can come and I can battle different beasts.
If you talk to that guy, there's quests you can do. Usually he'll tell you like go fight 3 of these things or whatever. He's standing there. He has like yellow things over his head. To the right.
Yeah,
right there.
Paw.
Yeah, except quests.
Yeah,
those things.
Defeat Gray's Badger.
That's how you get like reputation points.
Yeah, and then you can use your reputation points too to get shit. Come here, I can buy like a wooden weapon chest with your influence points, and then inside you can find rare weapons.
I opened up a small pouch and I got a phoenix feather, which is the most expensive rare item in the game. I got $500 for it. I finally got it back after all this time because there was that slight hiccup in when they switched to the Web 2, but it works a lot faster without having to do everything through the blockchain.
Yeah. So this is like now you got to basically the game is get your guy from 0 XP to over 10,000, then he moves into level 2. Now once he's level 2, he's going to be able to defeat different stronger monsters. But it's quite the grind to get to level 2. I mean, I've already been doing this for 3 weeks, and some of them are not even halfway to level 2. So it takes a while. So you can see you lose most of your fights against slime. If you just fight the slimes, you're going to be able to beat most of them. But all the other ones, you lose. It's like 50-50 chance at level 1 if you're going to win any of the fights or not.
Yeah, it's kind of, they made it kind of like an RPG game. Like if anyone listening plays like Final Fantasy 7 or things like that, it's kind of make it like that every battle.
It's a bit of a lazy clicker, really, because there's not much story. You're just kind of endlessly fighting slimes until you can come to the merchant, and if you have coins, if you have Tattle coin, and you have some of these essences which you get from battles, and you can buy different equipment and armor and things to improve your chance of winning. But the real money is in the chests, where you can get rare items, which are way better at fighting. You know, like
and
this guy's got nothing.
To get the in-game coins, you got to stake regular Tato to get the X Tato, the green one. You go to the bank down there at the bottom.
Oh, my land looks so pretty. Thank you, Sonny. Yes.
Yeah, I patrol all my heroes are patrolling Richie's land because he has all the better stuff. I found the Phoenix feather on your land.
Do you see the same map, or do you have a different map?
It's the same map, but I don't like the guys that are available to fight are not the same. But that's the same map.
Yeah.
Like the group activities, those are always the same, but the things that are roaming around like by themselves, like the enemies, those are just for you to see.
Here's my mage. He's got a stick. He's got a stick. Got a bat. And then they have this hollow maw, which opens in 3 days, which you need to be like level 3, I guess, to be able to do anything. So usually on Potato, you have whales who really go hard on this game, and they just have all of the possible best stuff, and they seem to do really well on it. But
what I could say for sure, like about right now, is it's definitely moved more towards benefiting activity rather than just money. Because it is a very, like, you could go create like really in depth. They've really expanded it. You kind of have to be a member of the Discord if you want to get that deep in it. But you know, there's so many other things to do. It's kind of hard to keep up, but it's definitely not something to sleep on if you're already invested in it.
Oh, for sure. Like, and still earning on the things. Like, what have I got? Like $71 of just stuff that you claim every day from your things. But definitely,
and remember that Potato, the wallet tracker, they have the Sui DEX pools on their site, which is, you know, they're the #1 wallet tracking app. So that's why I like them a lot too, because they really try to have everything. Yeah, Tato is pretty good.
Also, in the long term, this is going to do. It's been very stable now.
Yeah,
it's doing very nicely since its launch, which was a bit strange. It's very much in range of its kind of normal price, which makes it a very nice speculative play for the Sui bull market, because whoever continues to build on the bear generally, it's not always, but generally comes out in the bull market doing very well.
They were really incentivizing for people to stake the coin, because I have a whole bunch staked too, because that's how you get money in the land tile game. Because for a while you could get whatever you staked, you got like free land tile game coins if you did it in a certain time. So that was cool. They're really good developers. Everything they're doing, the wallet tracker, they had like 8 months where they just had the wallet tracker for free, multi-portfolio view. And if you look at the Sui DEX pools on the Potato tracker, it looks like they updated it. There's more information.
That's nice. Always good from those guys. They're on top of everything, man. Like they're just on top of it all.
So Richie, you're right, man. On VFAT, wow, there's some features on here.
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
Wow.
that's the great thing about the EVM, Binance Smart Chain, base chain, and everything. They've just got everything really nicely figured out. Yes. Right.
Dude, you ain't kidding on here. Wow.
Yeah, I used to use it quite a lot when we were going up in price.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to go quite soon. I have to go see my kids' summer play. They're doing
my kid just did a
some-
presentation tonight, it's still Thursday here, on automobiles manufactured in Scotland.
All right. That must be a while ago.
It was 2 hours ago.
No, I mean the cars. I can't remember last time we had an automobile made in Scotland.
He actually talked about I think it's Lincoln. They use the leather on the seats is still from Highland cows.
Oh, really? Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
And Brett Prince, after this stream, I think I'm going to go live on the SuiTrump Telegram chat to show you guys some other stuff I'm doing with the AI. If you want to see that, Brett.
Richie, but before you go, man, coming up for Tree, we're working on a Galaxy campaign. We are we're gonna have a Garden Battles tournament next week. Probably gonna pick your brain on one of those raffles that you're doing, man, to put it over on Tree as well. Really want to try to get some volume up.
Sure, man. Anything you need. Yeah, for Galx, it's usually it's pretty good, but the thing with Galx is you're going to see the same problem. The reason that we're moving the quest for Trumpagotchi to the Trumpagotchi site is because a lot of people, I'm sure you get the same thing on Tree, using Radar. There are a lot of people are getting their X accounts banned, unfortunately, because there's something bad going on in Twitter, essentially. So the idea is to move it into a more centralized space so that then we know that only people who have the Trumpagotchi are going to be the ones taking part in the raids and getting rewarded from them, which you can do the same thing with the Tree NFT. You can essentially, you can say you need a Tree NFT to engage in Galx. So that's a little bit of work to get it set up, but you can make every campaign on Galx say that you need the NFT to do it.
Yeah, then we're definitely going to go that route. And if you guys want to participate in some of these games, they're going to be really fun. Make sure you go to nftree.net and grab yourself a nftree.
nftree.net.
And if anyone wants to check the health of their X account, I have a way to do that, to tell you what your X account health is. If you go to the SuiTrump Telegram and ask Mr. Furley, I can do it for you, because it's not directly through X, but I can tell you your health of your X account and what you're doing wrong.
NFTree. The Netofly is still working, but the nftree.net's not opening.
Let me fix that real quick. I tried to forward it to make it look all pretty the other day, and apparently it did not. So
then you broke it. Done that a million times,
right?
Yeah. I think that's pretty much all the earning things. Congratulations, I guess, to anyone who was part of Swarm, the Swarm network. Like, it's a printer, honestly. What I have, so I have 5 licenses active, right? Every day I'm getting around about 2,700 truth tokens. So what my strategy at the moment is, until I hear from Yannick, like what's coming next, I'm rotating half of it into the Sui DEX truth pool to earn victory coins. But you can see my behavior is every 2 days, I'm just claiming. So every 2 days I claim out about 4,000 truth from the rewards. And if we go to Blueprint and think about this, right? So one of the agents was $1,000. So this is like $5,000 of purchase into this. And after all of it's already been paying out for, God, like, what's it now? Like 3 months been paying out. And at these prices, currently, the 4,000 truth is $45. So $45 every 2 days now coming out of.
Oh, that's great, right?
Yeah, really good. So if you think about that, like if that was 5 licenses is getting 4,000 a day, then every 2 days, then you'd be about 400 tokens a day for 1 license, which is $5 a day. So it's very nice payment. And the token went up a lot the other day and then came back down. It seems to do that a lot.
It does the opposite of Sui.
Yeah, seems to pump like crazy and then slowly come back down.
Because it is on Binance perpetuals and on KuCoin. So, you know, it's on, there's a bunch of day traders that don't even know what it is, that are just pumping, you know, buying and selling it like crazy.
But yeah, its behavior is crazy.
And about Yannick, they just did an interview on Walrus Protocol's X page with another vault holder. And Swarm is a partner with Walrus Protocol. And I was like, hey, Yannick, I think you should do an AMA with Walrus Protocol, because they did one with this other vault. And he said to set it up. He told me that because since I have mod in the Telegram, so that's going to be coming soon. We'll be able to speak to him.
Really strange, right? So it was sitting in range for ages, and then they finally unlocked, like you can just now claim every day if you want. Before they were locked for, was it like a month, then another month? Shot up from 9 cents all the way up to 23 cents, and then shot all the way back down. It's a crazy token.
Rich, you know, you should look at is if you go to the Git book, they have the new roadmap. It has the whole roadmap they spell out. So it's gitbook.swarmnetwork.ai.
Let me see if I find it at the bottom. Git.
It's kind of hard to find it through the website. I think if you just put Gitbook before Swarm Network AI.
We'll Google it.
Well,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And if you go to the roadmap, it's pretty cool what they all have laid out there.
Okay, where are we? 2026 vaults, markets.
The prediction markets, that's going to be cool to me. And then the builder program, that's when we can actually build our own agents, like what we're doing with Claude Code.
Yeah,
we'll be able to do it with Swarm Network.
That's the reason I got the things. But to be honest, like it's been a success because the amount of value of the Swarm token which has been given from the licenses is now worth more than the cost of the licenses.
Oh, that's great.
Hell yeah.
So it's profitable play for basically anyone who got into them. And also because the token price is, although it's been going up and down, it launched at like 20, I think it was about 20 million market cap was the launch price. And today it's 25. So it hasn't fallen below its launch.
It did go above 100 million at one point.
It did, yeah, but the more important thing is that it's still managing to stay above the price that like they valued it at when it started, right?
Oh yeah.
Which is the big challenge in the bear market.
I expect that coin to go way higher than its all-time high once they get into the prediction markets. Once something gets announced, like from Sui Network themselves, that's what they need, is the Walrus or Swarm Network to do something directly with Sui Network. But it's kind of a motivational thing. I'm trying to talk to Yannick. Take advantage of those partnerships.
Yeah, it's not his first bear market, so I'm pretty sure he knows that you could release the greatest, most fantastic thing you've ever seen in your entire life in a bear market, and you still might not get even a 10% of what you get in a bull market from it.
It is a long horizon project. You know, it's a very long hold. It's definitely more advantageous for the license holders.
Yeah, I think so. All right, well, I'm gonna have to split. I've got to drive to my kid's school is like 45 minutes away. Poor
Oh,
guy has to take the
geez.
bus. Yeah, has to take the bus there and back every day. Poor guy, but it's the only Canadian school in the city, so it's the only good international school as well, actually, that we have. So
He's still learning how to code.
yeah, he's a beast, honestly.
Nice.
He's more into the art side now, which is great. But still, he's now HTML, C+, like fluent, which is good. And extremely anti-AI, which is interesting.
It's
Interesting.
it is a tax on the environment. That's why they're talking about putting GPUs. They're putting GPUs into orbit. That's
He
where they're
doesn't
going
care
to put
about that.
GPUs.
He doesn't care about the environment. He doesn't, well, he's never told me about that. The only reason he doesn't like AI is because he says, because like, for example, he was making pixel art. And I said, oh, look at this. It's called Pixel Pro. You can just prompt and you can make amazing pixel art and you can rotate the pixel art. You can animate it and everything. And then he's like, but then if everyone can do that, all the pixel art will look exactly the same. I was like, yes, son, that's right. So
That's
it is
a
interesting.
better attitude to have, you know. He's
I was
genuine.
have you seen all those graduation speeches where the
Yeah.
boomers come on and say, and because AI is so amazing now, we have a bright future ahead of us, and all the students are just like, boo.
Yeah, they're mostly upset about the you know, the power consumption and stuff, because I don't know if you know the facts, but AI takes as much power as the entire state of California.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's a power thing. I think it might be, if you put yourself in their position, right? So they are graduating from university into a workforce which is now being depleted continuously because technology can now do a lot of the jobs that they initially went in to study for 4 years ago, right? Because that's how fast everything's changing. So probably 4 years ago, when they finished high school and they went in, or maybe they're doing their masters, is even longer, right? Or PhD, even longer. Now they're coming out the other end of the education system. They're looking at the market for what they can do and where they can work, and they're like, wow, everything I studied and tried my best to create can now be automated.
That is just the old way of things not working anymore, because things progress too fast to get a 4-year degree. Because in AI, what was available a year ago isn't even relevant today. So you couldn't do a 4-year thing on AI. That's why you have to get certificates now. You have to be fluid, because it makes as many jobs as it takes away. And that's exactly what I'm studying to do. And Google offers all the classes you want for free if you know where to look. But
yeah,
you got to be motivated.
One thing's for sure, somebody's still got to trim that tree, baby.
I'm going to be the guy that installs the agentic workflow into businesses that ends up taking everyone else's jobs. I'm going to be that guy, unfortunately.
Yeah. The strange thing is, because living in China, and I watch on, the news, I see like British news, BBC, and I like GB news better. It's a bit more less woke. And American news, and you have all these opinions on how AI is rubbish, it's destroying the world, da 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 da. You speak to people in China, man, they are plugged in, so happy to use it, so excited to engage with it.
Yeah, it's a big deal, Richie. In China, it's like a whole thing about US versus China. They have DeepSeek. That's their main one.
Yeah, I know.
And they just had DeepSeek before.
But I don't mean no, because a lot of them just use Claude, to be honest, and Grok as well. They use them all.
Really?
They have websites. Yeah. I'm in China right now talking on StreamYard. That's banned in China also. That's like everything's available. But what
that's
they do
why I
is
like talking to you, because like here, because I'm getting like US news. They say it like as if the US is at competition with China. Like they're all using their models, but
they're smart.
From what you tell me, they're using the American models too. So that's interesting.
They use a site called like a TapTap, which is, I think it's called TapTap, something like that, where you just basically you give it money, and then it chooses which one does the best job. which AI does the best job, and then it just does it for you. But the main point I was
Interesting.
making, though, is that their youth are very much pro AI. Their youth are excited about the future possibilities of what can happen with AI, whereas with the youth in the West, I've noticed that they're quite anti AI. It's quite fascinating, and I wonder why.
Well, in the AI world, right now it's like the EU and the US. They're trying to regulate and crack down on, on everything because they look at the negative things, and that stifles innovation. But that causes people to go to use the Chinese models because there's no regulation, because they don't follow the US laws. So
there's massive regulation on everything Chinese, man.
it's like, there's a big battle between.
I think it's it's in a deeper level than that. It's in a lifestyle and day-to-day.
And a conviction level.
Yeah, kind of, because they trust, like, the people in China, they trust that whatever the government is investing in and trying to build the most, they trust that they're going to be doing that because it's for the betterment of their society. So there's no anti-sentiment, oh, this is destroying the environment. I've never heard a Chinese person ever say anything about AI destroying the environment. They simply don't care, because it's not their responsibility, it's their government's responsibility. They only think that through AI, they're going to have a more prosperous and richer future doing whatever it is that the government tells them they're supposed to do. Essentially,
I think AI should have something to do in government, because some things are mathematically computational, and humans, have, they can be bribed. They have, corruption. And AI, as long as it was, like had oversight, can handle a lot of things, like, maybe metropolitan, buses or whatever, stuff that doesn't have a moral opinion, but just it's math.
Oh, it's got a moral opinion. I spent 11 years in municipal government. All of it is political.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because the AI wouldn't be opinionated if it was just a mathematical issue, like finding the best routes and systems for like a city bus routes or subway system. Some things aren't opinion based, like
right.
abortion or something like that.
I think abortion is very much opinion based.
Yeah, that's it. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Not abortion. That was the opposite. No, you can't mathematically calculate.
This is a crypto chat.
Yeah. Time out.
Yeah, I'm only talking about things.
Time the hell out.
Three crypto bros talking about abortion. No, not my opinion.
Only things that are mathematically calculatable.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just find it interesting, because then I asked Dylan, because he's a 10-year-old British kid living in China, right? And he said, "Oh, I hate AI." He says, "Well, what about your Chinese friends? They love it." So, okay, what about your Spanish friends? Because he's in international school. He says, "Oh, my Spanish friends and German friends, they hate AI. All the Chinese friends, they love it." He's like, "Well, why do you hate it then? Like, what is it?" Because he doesn't watch BBC News, he doesn't watch CNN, he doesn't watch Fox News. He goes to Scotland to visit like for 3 months a year, right? And even last year probably wasn't even as popular as it is now. So what is it inside of the thinking model, deep down your thinking model, your how you process information and plan and things, makes it that a kid that's been brought up quite a lot by Chinese society through two Chinese parents, and then a kid that's been brought up with a British person, when my own constructs, which of course as a dad I'm going to kind of not force on him, but I'm going to tell him my opinions. Why has that morphed him into being quite anti this new technology? It's very fascinating. I can't figure out the root of it or what it is exactly.
What's strange about where I'm at right now is I'll ask people at the market here on the corner, they don't even know what AI is or what cryptocurrency is. So, there's a whole bit different bucket of people that are they're not even paying attention to any of this stuff in their daily life. It's
Welcome to my world.
We're worldwide here. Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. I don't know.
I'm low-key jealous of him.
Yeah. I'll ask him later and see what he's saying. Why do you hate it so much? But I can kind of guess it. Like if you were like 10, right, and you're in school and you're being told you must do calculus, you need to do algebra, you need to learn you need to fix your grammar, you need to learn a second language, you need to learn a second grammar structure for a second language, you need to learn to draw, you need to learn to do this, you need to learn to do that, right? And then the whole time you're like, but if I just get a ChatGPT $20 plan, It's going to do it all for me, right? Like, so what's the point? Why are you making me do all this stuff? You know, like it would be kind of frustrating.
It's true.
We never
'cause-
had that. We never had that feeling when we were young that something is going to do it better than you automatically. Even no matter how hard you try, the answer is always going to come. Kind of, I guess we had calculators, but this is totally different.
Yeah, our
remember when the
teachers used to say
scientific
you're not always
calculators
going to
first
have a
came out?
calculator with you, but now we always do have calculators with us on smartphones because I
Yeah.
never learned how to code when I was younger either, but now I'm doing applications because I was all into every kind of tech there was.
I'm not gonna say what was out when I was a kid.
I had a scientific calculator. Then I
Yeah.
figured out that you could turn it upside down and write
Boobs.
Boobless?
Yeah, boobs. That I used to take we used to have the compass, right? To draw circles. So I used to take the compass and the TI-82 calculator.
That's
the one.
right. If you
I
had
take
the
the compass-
TI-82, baby, you ran high cotton, as we say here in the
the-
southern U.S.
The sharp end of the compass and etch in some of the formulas that I couldn't remember for the test into the back. You know, I had like the slide. You like slide it up and down. Like on the back panel, I used to etch into some small A's.
Hey, if you're smart enough to get away with it, then you know that's an accomplishment. It's not a.
No, I
bad
got
thing.
caught, of course. T182. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that. Blast from the past.
Did you guys use AOL and like AOL Instant Messenger?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
baby.
it right there.
Yeah, look at that. That's pretty nice. I had the one that had like the sliding cover. Where is that?
Yeah, and it came with a stylus. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Along with
think
your
that's-
season 1 of Beavis and Butthead DVDs.
Yeah.
I watched the Beavis and Butthead yesterday about AI. It was very funny. It's them
What?
sitting there and their teach. Yeah, it's a new one.
Yeah.
So the teacher's telling them like, "Yo, have you heard about AI?" And they're like, AI. Yeah.
That video is
they-
so funny. I saw that one too. They're like, "Yeah, that's cool. You don't have to work. Hell yeah, jobs suck."
Yeah.
Beavis and
And then
Butthead.
they go
I
out to
just want to
the
watch the dog again.
they go out to the Quickie Mart or whatever it's called, 7-Eleven, and they see a big box outside that says like something ice, AI, additional ice or something. So they go up to the box and they start thinking that that's AI. And they're like, can you help me score? Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. Those were the days. Simple times. Simple times.
Yeah, back
Okay,
then
anyway.
they had the little final word thing with like 6 or 7 sayings of what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
The cuss word thing. Yeah, I had one of those.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to split. I've got to run.
Safe travels,
Thanks,
Richie.
Yeah, but let me know when your tree battle is going on, and we'll get going. We'll start battling.
Guys,
and if anybody wants to go in the SuiTrump Telegram personal airdrop or whatever, come in and
Oh, he's gone.
and the nftree.net link site is working again.
Nice. Okay, see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.